my beautiful viewers. How are you? Well, it's early birds for a lot of us. Here in South Africa. I'm going back to South Africa in 48 days. So here in New Zealand, it's 5 a.m. And some of my amazing guests, it's 9 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time. So we are here, my beautiful ones. We are here for you. I am going to ask you a question. And then I'm going to tell you the title and my quote. Did you do something in your life that not only changed you, but your family as well? And then I know you're going to say yes. So I want to say congratulations. I am super proud of you, because if you're not changing something, then you're choosing it. It's an amazing quote I saw on Instagram with this lady that said the quote. I don't know if the quote is somebody else's, she didn't mention, but I cannot take credit for this amazing quote. If you are not changing it, you're choosing it. So my beautiful, beautiful viewers, I hope you have your glasses. I've got amazing guests that's going to blow your mind. And not only that, they're going to be able to tell you something that is going to spark something in your mind and help you with your transformation. So let me tell you my quote. Where your fire was never meant to burn you. It was meant to refine you. So I am so excited for our beautiful guest. First of all, I would love to thank all my slim soul angels, as I call it, for supporting me and our mission to keep the Power Hour show going. Thank you, my beautiful ladies, and I have one gentleman. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Two of the ladies is here, beautiful Donna and beautiful girl. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. And then I want also like to thank beautiful Ted for being our golden sponsor for the show. So here's Ted. And then my viewers, guess what? My ladies is in the house. My ladies is in the house. Here we go.
Hey, are you the type of person that would never read a book about money, but you kind of know you should? And you should have read some books about money, maybe back when you were in school? Well, I've got the answer. It's my new book, Confessions of a Reformed Financial Advisor. Yep, it's mostly BS. And I wrote it for you, the person that would not read a book about money, because it's not about money, it's about behavior. And I give you 5 simple steps to immediately start making better money choices.
My guest is in the house. My guest is in the house. Hello, my beautiful ladies. I am so excited for our show today. I know it's going to be magical. I just know. Because I did ask God, please help me to get the right guest for the right chemistry and the right chemistry to explode. I'm just going to explode some wisdom onto the viewers. And viewers, thank you for all the feedback and for all the witnessing, because we know that your time is valuable and you are spending time with us. So here is to all of you. Excited. My beautiful Robyn, please can you introduce yourself and can you tell me what transformation for yourself means for you?
Thank you, Sanet. It's so amazing to be back with you and these amazing ladies today. It's been a minute since I've seen you all. I'm Robyn. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I am a Reiki Master Empowerment Coach through intuitive energy healing and just, the wallop of magical tools that we all seem to carry. Transformation has been a big thing for me over the last couple of years. And the last time we spoke, it was a lot about me coming through my divorce and finding me. And this year it has been transforming through grief and understanding who I am when we have lost our person. So it's been a very heartfelt, surrendering journey into this new transformation. And it's a place of pure trust every single day, waking up and going, okay, what do I get to learn? What do I get to feel? What do I get to do today? I really thought I was in a place of true surrendering. Now I know what true surrender means. So transformation is a very important part of who I am. So thank you for asking.
I agree.
Wow. So my beautiful viewers, I hope you fill your glasses, because as Robyn came on and we talked about, there is some wonders in a pause. And sometimes you need a pause in your life just to breathe. So please think about me. In 48 days, I am going to have to leave my beautiful grandchildren and go back to South Africa. And I don't even want to think about it, but I know that day is going to be very difficult, because currently I am living my why. So my beautiful Robyn, beautiful, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. I was delighted when you said yes, because I could never be in your shoes to know what you're going through. But I love you so much that I was so happy that you are here. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
My beautiful Dana, please tell the viewers you're going to have your first in speaking gig. I think that's what you call it today. Please introduce yourself and tell us what transformation means for you. Thank you.
First of all, thank you. I would like to acknowledge Robyn walking through the river of losing your person is a difficult and also very sacred space. It's a sacred space. And my biggest transformation was losing my late husband in 2016. Now, I am of the heart and soul that they're not lost, but I can't hug and squeeze them right now. And I win all the arguments, but he's still not here. And then, lo and behold, he catapults me forward into helping other single soul-searching women understand their value when it comes to relationships, right? So now, did I ever think I would meet and marry another Mr. Wonderful and walk down the aisle again at 60? No. But here we are. So we never get it done and it never gets finished. And embrace the grief. It's so sacred. It's so special to you, because grief means you loved, right? So wow. I hope that answers your question, but I'm getting chills left and right now.
Beautiful.
Yes. So Donna, please introduce yourself, my girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm Donna, and I'm in Arizona, US of A, and I'm a dating intuitive, and I help single soul searching women who are looking for love in all the wrong places.
I love it. And there's one of your sayings that I absolutely love. If it does not feel right, please tell us about your amazing saying, because I love that. And you are practicing that for years.
Yes, thank you, Sunny. Again, a gift from my late husband. I felt so lousy and so awful. And then another widow said to me, "Oh, don't worry, the second year is worse." I almost fell off my chair. I said, "Oh, dear Jesus, please no, this cannot be. I am not going to allow myself to feel worse than I already do." And so I determined right then and there, and this is 2016, and I still practice this today. It's just part of who I am. If it doesn't feel right, I don't do it. I don't care if it's an invitation. I don't care if it's, somebody wants me to go to a meeting or they want to go to lunch, or if it's family member or it's business. If it doesn't put me in a better feeling space, I don't do it without apology. And that I have lived my life now. And by the way, I rolled that out very quickly to my now husband. Pretty much, like, this is who I am. If it doesn't feel right, I'm not doing it. I'm a spiritualist. You're a former youth pastor. I'm writing a book about sex and grieving. You are getting, you're in the church realm, a born again Christian. How's this going to work? And you know what? It works beautifully because we love and respect each other's journey. That's key. So if it doesn't feel right, don't do it, ladies.
Goosebumps. Thank you, my beautiful Donna.
I love
My,
it.
my beautiful Giovanna. Seeing you on screen today and seeing that back, almost like, I don't know what you call it. You will help me, please. Your portrait at the back.
Yeah.
I was there, my girl, because I saw it and I was with you. I just when I saw it, I just had this immense feeling of I wish I could hack you again, and I know I will. But it was such an amazing experience to be with you, to stay with you for a little while in New York. Please introduce yourself and tell us.
My name is Giovanna Tartarone. I'm a life transformational coach. Transformation, you can't be something if you don't experience it, right? We can't say we are that if we don't actually go through it. So, I had the biggest wake up call, which was my cancer journey, a breast cancer journey, which I thought, I was in control of life. And I realized that, and, Donna and Robyn were sharing the same story. We needed to surrender, right? We needed to surrender and connect to what we truly are. Transformation for me means you're finally coming out of that cocoon and you're turning into a butterfly, and you're going out there with your wings so strong because you have experienced the worst and you survived it, right? And what that worst is, or what that suffering is for you, is different for everyone. But when you come out of it, you open up your fly and there's someone out there who's going to catch you all the time, no matter what. And what you see there is really a reminder for me that they're all connected. There's no separation there. So that to me reminds me to always stay connected to who I am, whose I am, right? And when we stay connected to that and we understand that anybody is a phone call away to reach for help, right?
That's right.
And so this beautiful community, I mean, Sanet, I can't send you enough kisses and hugs for the amount of work that you put in this community to bring people together. Like, I'm sorry, we are surpassing the COVID days where it kept us away. We are coming together closer and closer and seeing each other, right? Transformation is like understanding we didn't like the old. We're creating the new. Transformation is the new of who you are. So we're all coming together here to say we are so much stronger than we thought we are. Transformation is saying, I am ready for change and nothing's going to stop me. I am determined to get what I want. And sometimes that means you're letting go of the things you thought you wanted that really didn't even serve you to begin with, right? So I love the fact that we are all stepping out. And I see this in so many communities. Like, we're coming together to understand the only thing that separates us is us.
Yeah.
Nothing
Amen.
outside of us can separate us. Nothing. We are coming from the same source. If you think of the sun, right? I see a nice little sun behind you there, Sanet. If you think of the sun has the rays, and the rays are part of the sun. They're not separate from the sun. So here you go, everyone. The sun is the creator. We are part of the creator. We're not separate from that. But when we are separate, we're suffering. So we get to choose. Do we want to stop suffering? Then just remember, it's not like you don't know. We all know where we came from. We all know this is temporary down here. We all know that we're all going to go back where we came from. So, but we have to remember that we're here for each other. And every role that we play is emanating from that source that created us. And if you're not emanating love, you're in fear. And when you're in fear, you make bad decisions because you're not trusting the heart. You're trusting this thing here that gets us in trouble sometimes, right? So transformation is taking control of your life. That's what it means to me. And that's what I had to do because I wasn't going anywhere. You know, I never told you this, Sanet, but I was born as a preemie, right? I was born 6 months, 6 months, 6 months in, I came out at 6 months. So I had to fight for my life the minute I freaking came out. And then I had to fight again. I'm done fighting. It's time for peace, for goodness sakes. And peace starts with us, not the president, not, name whoever you want to name, but peace begins within.
Yeah.
So when we find that peace, we found our true self. And when you find your true self, you're ready to fly. You're unstoppable.
Ooh,
So
Woo!
that's what transformation means to me.
wow. So my
Where did that
beautiful Giovanna, the other button you gave me broke. The children broke it last year, but this one is still working, so I can use it. Here you go.
I love it.
So my beautiful ladies, Giovanna gave me these buttons, and the one that I loved the most was "It's easy," but that one unfortunately broke. And then she also gave me this paparazzi pen. Oops. And the pen is already so old, my beautiful one. And people were asking me, where did I buy the pen? I said, I don't know where Giovanna bought it, but it was years ago. So thank you so much for my gadget, my beautiful Giovanna.
Thank
My
you.
beautiful Gail. Oh my goodness, my lady. You are traveling the world and you are seeing so many diamond beauties. And you are showing us in the group what it is to have guts, first of all, because you
Oh,
are traveling America by yourself. You are experiencing all this amazingness, and you are letting us witness your brilliance. So thank you for all the photos. Thank you for keeping us up to date where you are traveling to. Please introduce yourself.
My pleasure. First of all, thank you, Sanet, for having me here. And ladies, I'm so thrilled to be sharing this platform with you today. So, hello, I'm Gail Craft, and I am the alchemist. And when you talk about transformation, ladies, we transform whether we intend to or not. That's called change. Life is about transformation. It's what happens whether we want to or not. We can go kicking and screaming, we can go intentionally, or we can go blindly, but we're going. That's just the way it is. Um, and so, what I like to say is that our energy shapes our reality.
Yeah.
And in shaping our reality, we can do that consciously with a conscious awakening, or we can do it unconsciously. So, what energy are you putting out there? What energy are you feeling inside? And it really is, what do you believe to be true about yourself and about the world? Because that's the energy, no matter what affirmations. I'm sorry, if your subconscious doesn't believe it, you're wasting your time. You have to go deep. You have to peel away the layers. You have to look within if you want to transform to the best of your ability. Or allow the universe to choose for you. It's going to happen. And no matter what, right? So, Giovanna, I love your accent, by the way, and I love the Fibonacci circle.
thank you.
Right? And that Fibonacci circle is about life. we have that circle within us. And if you look at plants, it's actually in the book that I'm writing. I talk about that circle. And if you look at a flower, you can see the petals making that circle so that the plant can get the perfect amount of water and the perfect amount of light because of the space that creates. We're made up of space. We're not made up of solid. It's the space. It's right, Sanet. It is the space between the steps that makes the dance. It's the space between the notes that makes the music. And it is the space between our energy that creates who we are. So you can do it consciously or unconsciously, but you're going to transform.
Love it.
Wow. Donna? Wow. Do you want to say something, my beautiful one?
I think we all want to say something. Holy mackerel, the space between. Gail, drop that mic. The space between the music, the space between the notes, the space between. That's so
right.
good.
When we're quiet, that's when we connect with ourselves. And we're not connecting with God, by the way. We're connecting with ourselves. We're connecting with ourselves at a frequency that we're not aware of here. Right? We're connecting with the person or the spirit that created the story that we're living in. And when we do that, we hear, this is not what we wanted to do. This is what we wanted to do. Believe it and trust it. And then the story that you wrote for yourself can unfold.
So good. So good.
And if not now, when? Right?
Wow. Robyn and Giovanna, do you want to say something, my beautiful ones?
You know, what comes to mind is there's a poem. It's called Between the Dash.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I would be Albert Einstein right now if I could repeat that poem, but I can't. But I will tell you, what it means is, you know, the date of when we die and the date of when, the date that we're born and the date that we die. We know on a tombstone, right? It's like October 10th, 2000, October 10th, 2025, let's say, or 2035. What did you do? Is that dash between those dates. What was your journey like? You know, so that journey is for you to discover your gifts. When the transformation happens, it's happening because you came here, that amount of time is what you had to go down this journey to discover, one, most importantly, is that you are a gift to the world, right? Mm-hmm. Two is that what gifts do you bring to the world? Because that defines how you live your life. Everything that has been created, whether we're looking at the plants, the trees, the sun, you know, everything that has been created has a purpose. Mm-hmm. We are created with a purpose. And when we can discover what that purpose is, now we're living authentically. Now you're living your true self. If we're going after, and I'm describing myself, like I discovered my true self when I realized that, you know, I came here from Italy, right? I was born in Italy, came here from Italy. Well, my mom wanted to name me Giovanni after my grandfather because she thought I was going to be a boy. I was a girl. She changed the I to an A, named me Giovanna. We got that done. I came here to the U.S. when I was 7 years old, second grade, and I was getting picked on. Giovanna, everybody knew I was foreign, right? So it was a terrible, you know, school years of being bullied, my sister and I. So we looked in the dictionary. What does Giovanna stand for? You know, those little pocket dictionaries people have in their pocket? All right. We used to carry that because we had to communicate, right? That was our way of communicating. Like, what are they saying? You know, let's look at the word. But one day we're like, you know what? Enough is enough. We took the word, we took our name. We said, what does it mean? So my name, Giovanna, I had a choice. Jean, Joanne, Joan. And I choose Joanne after my second grade teacher. She was so beautiful. I'm like, oh, I'm going to pick her name, right? So now I have an English name. My sister was Marilyn. She had a little dimple over here like Marilyn Monroe. So she chose, her name was Magdalena. She chose Marilyn. So now we have English names. But what we did, I understand this now, is that we changed identities to fit in to society, to become like everybody else. When the truth of the fact is, if you look at your fingerprints, they're different for a reason, because we're not meant to look like everybody else. We are our own unique self. And when we go through this transformation, we come to realize that, right? We come to realize that we are unique. There's no competition here. I'm not going to compete with anyone in my life anymore. I used to go compete for things, right? Because that's what we're, no more. So, we understand that we are a community. We become together, right? We connect with each other again, and there's no more separation. So, that's kind of like what I, took from Gail, is understanding the power that we have. When we come back to ourselves, we're coming back. Transformation brings you back to who you are.
It's returning home.
It's
Yeah, I love
returning home. I love that. Absolutely, Gail. It's
Yeah.
returning
Rob,
home.
Robert, I'm going to give you a minute now also to say something, but I wanted to say something, my beautiful ones. When I realized what God, my mission, the Diamond Beauties. The Tanzanians came along, but the Diamond Beauties and the Mrs. Spots, everything I'm doing, it's all God. God have given it, but my beautiful ones is the love between each other. Because we are currently in 62 countries. Doesn't matter in which country you are, we are all the same. And when I got the message that Sanet, you are a soul gatherer, a family soul gatherer, I was truly immense happy because I was already doing it. So I understand, my beautiful girl, and the proudness of if you see somebody going to another show, and I feel like the most proudest mama in the whole world, and that love to serve because we all recognize is each other. Each other's brilliant. I loved it, Giovanna. I loved it, my beautiful girl. Ooh, you went deep, my beautiful one. You went deep. Robin?
I love everything that's been talked about, and I think the 2 points that really stuck out as we've been talking about is that change is consistent. There's always change that we're going through, but sometimes we do need to take that sacred pause because change gets to happen in those quiet moments. But sometimes it does feel like, and I'm going to reference a Disney movie because this is what I do in Finding Nemo. When they jump into the PCH, with Crush, and they're just running down that river. That takes some good courage and trust in self and in your higher self to jump in that current, to be taken from country to country, to soul. But within that, there's such beauty in that shift and in that movement and the things that we get to witness when we are in that flow. And even if we don't, if we choose to sit back and be like, nope, we're not doing change is still going to happen around us. And sooner or later, it's going to pull us in and we're going to recognize that. So why not surrender to our true selves right now and stop holding ourselves back? Just allow it to unfold.
I love that.
Amen. Amen.
Sure.
So, Donna, this is not a normal show. I know God is going to say this is going to be. What do you want to say after that?
Well, I concur on all of it. And I also feel strongly about everybody is at a different place in their journey. And so while I agree with Gail about we're not praying to God, on the other hand, I believe that many are, and it's okay. It's okay that my husband and I are going the same direction on two different, trail lines, right? We're walking parallel. It's okay wherever we are because you can't get it finished and it never gets done. You can't get it finished and it never gets done. So this is the journey of our human existence while we're here. And then we get to go beyond the veil and maybe be angels, which is what I'm really looking forward to. I wonder if I was an angel before, and I really like that idea. And then I came down here to be kind of an on-earth angel maybe. And so, as I stepped into my understanding myself, I'm literally this year embracing, I am intuitive. I want to bring that gift to the women I serve. And in January, I'm literally going to be certified I'm taking a year-long course with the Shift Network to become a medium. I did not know until last January that a person could hone that skill. I thought you had to be born with it. So I have had so many experiences, but just never equated it to my ability. It was kind of haphazard, Yeah, my husband showed up, my late one. Oh, okay. And so it wasn't like I thought I was doing anything. And now I'm like, oh, you mean I can ask for more of that? That fills my heart. And you had asked a question in the very beginning, Sanet. Before we actually started the show, you said, I'm going to ask you what your transformations were and how it affected people in your life. And when I met my now husband, he took me in his arms. We were only dating maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And he said, you don't know who you are, do you? He said, you are going to change my children's lives and possibly my ex-wife's. And I didn't understand what he was saying. I thought, okay. And I got a text from one of my bonus daughters yesterday, seeing me and thanking me for always holding her and holding the space for her. I mean, and my husband's ex-wife sends me a selfie of her and her boyfriend, her new guy. And that told me that she feels safe with me. Like, love is the answer. And if we step into it without judgment, we can allow that to flow through us. And that has been my purpose on this world. And now, only now, 66 years later, people are recognizing it, seeing it, including siblings, including family. Do you know what I went through? I mean, talk about, like, we've all been there, hit the bottom, people going, what the heck are you doing? And all of a sudden, years later, they go, oh, wow. And like my dad, who's beyond the veil now, like, he sees me, he gets me. My mom has always been my number one fan, but now she's an angel. So we never get it done. It never gets finished. And does it feel validated? Yeah, it feels really good to have people finally see you and recognize you. Sometimes even before you recognize yourself. Okay? But the path never stopped for me. I walked it. I always walk it. I will always walk it. And that's what I encourage others to do. Walk your path.
Wow, incredible. So my beautiful ladies, this was incredible. I am gonna play Ted's video. He's about his book. We had his masterclass on his one of chapters on his book to find your money value, and it was such a success. And the ladies asked for another class. So Ted, thank you so much for doing this for us for free for the Diamond Beauties. We really, really appreciate you. Ladies, when we come back from the commercial break, we're going to quickly talk about what are you doing currently that is going to transform so many people's lives. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Hey, are you the type of person that would never read a book about money, but you kind of know you should? And you should have read some books about money, maybe back when you were in school? Well, I've got the answer. It's my new book, Confessions of a Reformed Financial Advisor. Yep, it's mostly BS. And I wrote it for you, the person that would not read a book about money, because it's not about money, it's about behavior. And I give you 5 simple steps to immediately start making better money choices.
So my beautiful viewers, for me, there's a new thing that I am going to try. I am going to do a storyboard for our next summit. And Gail, you are going to be part of that as well. So that's something new I want to try. And I know it's going to turn into gold. So I'm truly excited to receive your video so that I can start with my creation. And I had the vision from God, so I need to translate what I saw in my dream, like Mrs. Potts, transform it into that amazing gift I want to give to the world of your story, your voice. So I'm looking forward to start doing that. I'm going to start doing my first one this weekend. So for me, transformation currently and showing up and is using my creative juices. And when I got the vision, I had to translate it. Because when God gives you Elvis Presley, Return to Sender, He gave you a talking Mrs. Spot from Beauty and the Beast. You have this amazing movement that we have now for 2 years and 3 months, Mrs. Spots in the Diamond Beauties. And how incredible. Giovanna, you were a Mrs. Spots for Saturday when we tried the weekend, and then the rest, Robyn, or a Mrs. Spots for Thursdays, and beautiful Dana, a Mrs. Spots for Mondays, and beautiful girl, a Mrs. Spots for Fridays. And how incredible. So this is my next step. So my beautiful girl, let me start with you. What is your next amazingness you're going to bestow on all of us?
Oh dear. Well, riding my dragons into the future and becoming that energy and using that energy. I am currently finishing up a book about dragons, and it is the main character's personal encounter with a different dragon time and time again, and how they transform. Talk about transformation, how they transform and grow with each encounter. And along with that is a meditation for each dragon encounter that will be on YouTube, and the written meditation will be in the book. So, and I have a friend who he might actually do the Audible for me. So the book will be available, both in Kindle and soft copy and Audible. And it is so magical, and it is about dimensions, and I'm learning as I write the book. And that's the most beautiful thing. There's chapters in there where I was in tears writing my own story, because each chapter is a real story of my experience. And then the dragon comes in. And so it's how my experience calls in the energy of that particular dragon. So it's not about me. You don't know if the character is a male or a female. There is no name, there is no gender. So you can put yourself, if you wish to, into the book.
I'm looking forward to see that, my beautiful one. Thank you so much for bringing the dragon energy and everything about it into the group, and it's amazing. My beautiful Giovanna, ooh, you've got exciting news. Please tell us, what are you working on?
I can't even believe what's happening, because when you transform and you understand who you are, right? You're taken to another level in your life, and that it unfolds every day. Something beautiful happens. So once we go through this transformation process, we clean up a lot of stuff that we have experienced that we understand was holding us back. Right. So my own transformation led me to get into personal development. Bob Proctor, I don't know if you guys heard of Bob Proctor, but right, who has not heard of Bob Proctor, for goodness sakes? But what he did was, through a paradigm shift webinar at the time, he sparked the light in me, because we all have light within us, but it's covered, like you said, Donna, the veils, right? So we had to go through this unveiling. And once you go through this transformation, it's not an easy road. I mean, I'm not going to say it was easy, but we need to make a decision and do it and say, I'm ready for change. I was ready for change. And what I didn't realize was, oh, you changed? Well, guess what? Now you're going to have to help others to change, because when you finally discover your truth, right, and the essence that lives within you, now you have to help others find theirs. And so here it is. On 1/11/1101, I am doing a summit where we're bringing together science and spirituality, right? To marry them, to help people understand, yes, we all need to heal. This world needs to heal. And if you're part of this world, you can't say, no, I don't want to heal, because it's going to happen. You're part of it, right? So this summit is bringing together experts in the field. And I'm honored to say, and I'm blessed, which again, when the magic happens, when you get connected and you understand that there's greater forces to bring the peace. Neil Donald Walsh, the author of Conversations with God, is my keynote speaker. Like, hello,
Whoa! Wow!
that again, I'm not going to take credit here. It's God working through me to say people need to know. And his message is about what? His message is about unity.
I read all his books.
You know, yes, it's unity. We're living in a world of separation, an illusion of separation. So I have embraced, and I'm telling you, it's not with ease, right? We'll all have that. Oh my God, where is he putting me now? Like, because we surrender, right? So we surrender to what we came here to do. So what did I come here to do? My own personal mission is to help people to stop suffering, because I suffered. And as a mom with family and seeing the world out there, as a teacher, watching my little kids, future tomorrow leaders, not know who they are, that's suffering. So I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help people know who they are in their own special way, find their gifts, serve with love, bring love to this world. Here until eternity. So that's what I'm doing. So, I have my web, weqhsummit.com. Please feel free to check it out. And if you're in New York, come, because the more love we can bring into the space, the more love goes out to the world. So
when I saw it on Instagram that he's going to be your keynote speaker, I just sent God a few kisses and I said, yes, Giovanna, yes. I'm so proud of you.
I love, again, that for me, that was confirmation. You talk about receiving evidence that you're on the right path. When you get something like that, and it's not just, Neil Donald Walsh, I believe it's a message to say, yes, you're doing this summit because people need to hear his message. I didn't know, see what I'm saying? It could have been anybody else, but we need to hear the message of coming together. There's no such thing as separation. We are all one. We are all one. So that's the message he's going to send to the world. And I'm happy. I'm very happy with that.
I love
So
it.
good.
So what beautiful done. Oh, what are you up to, my girl? Come, spill your beans.
It's Giovanna, congratulations. And here's what I'm learning, even now as I'm getting ready to go speak in person. I know my story. I know what I'm about. I have no problem at all, except if you tell me to get on stage and memorize what I just did, right? So this morning was spent me sitting down and getting myself grounded and reminding myself that I'm only the channel. I'm here because look at the beauty of what COVID brought us. Actually, COVID brought us together. COVID brought awareness. When I was a kid, talk about it, understanding your journey. I had no clue why I liked Casper the Friendly Ghost, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, all the stories that had to do with magic and all of that, right? I couldn't get enough of it. And I was into personal development from day one. I went to psychics back in the 70s before it was a thing. It was like, in fact, a lot of scammers out there at that time. But that's the nature of the beast, right? So I start doing all those things. And it wasn't until the passing of Pietro that I was catapulted wholeheartedly into the spiritual world of understanding. Now, I laugh at myself, even as early as this morning, going, you should be retired. Like, you don't really have to do, what am I doing? I don't have to do anything. And Jeff says, yeah, but it doesn't feel good for me to say, I love that I can work and take care of everything so you can sit home and do nothing. That sounds a lot better than, I love that I can work and take care of everything so you can sit home and work your ass off. But I do it because it feels so good to bring enlightenment to others, to offer it on the tray, for those who are ready, right, Gail? I mean, we're all in a different space of our journey. And I get to touch now my bonus children, but also those who never even met me in a way that speaks to my heart. I couldn't stop it if I wanted to, because I can. I mean, I don't have to do it, but here I am. I've got a membership, smartdatingdivas.com. I'm now building my website, donnametter.com. It's like all the thing is going into place because this is bigger than me. It's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just keep saying yes where it feels right and no thank you if it doesn't, because you can't say yes to everything. And by the way, I deliberately, Giovanna, the whole solid year after Pietro passed, I would lay in bed at night and say, I am open to the abundance of health, wealth, happiness, protection with ease. With ease. I live my life with ease. If it feels like I'm pushing upstream, I'm not doing it. It's got to be flowing and easy. I'm not running out to grab anybody. I'm not forcing anybody. My life is happening with ease. Otherwise, why am I doing it? So does that answer the question? I'm writing another book. My book is going to be published. I have a proposal that I can send to Hay House in March. It's about grieving and intimacy called Morning Sex. And I realize now why it hasn't been published yet. It's been sitting in the hopper for quite a few years, actually, since I was told to do it. I got a message. And the reason is because I had negated the facts that Pietro is part of the story. His messages come through loud and clear, not just to me, but to my now husband. And that has to be part of the story. We don't lose people when they die. It's an adjustment to us because we're in the human body, but we are both spirit and human. So we're balancing that, right? So morning sex, what do you do after your person dies and you still have desire? And then what? And there's those that go turn it off. There are those who turn it on. There's all kinds of stories there. So that book will be coming out in 2026. If not with Hay House, then I have another publisher. So it's all happening, and it will happen, and it is happening. And because it's not about me. If it were about me, I wouldn't be doing it.
It's beautiful. And I just want to give you my star glasses, my beautiful one, because thank you for saying yes. And it feels right to you for me. Because your presence in everything that you are doing, that is part of what I am doing, is immense. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My beautiful Robyn, I deliberately didn't want to start off with you because in the beginning you told us you were on pause, you were going through this. And pause is also a powerful stillness that can a lot of transformation. So I don't want you to think, because we had a quick chat before this show, before the ladies joined us, that you don't know what your next step is. So you don't need to say anything. You can just be present and tell us how you are, my beautiful one.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, props to every single one of you. I'm so excited for everything that is coming your way. And that was me 5 months ago. Like, I knew what was coming. If you guys could see, I have like 20 sticky notes here on my wall of everything that was coming. And with the death of my best friend, everything just kind of stopped. And, I think the transition of what's coming for me is what is best for me? What do I get to choose into right now? And so I have chosen into some courses to help me learn more about me. And in that transformation, I get to bring that out. Like every one of you said, what your passion is now is what you've been through. And I wasn't on a trajectory, and now that trajectory has changed, and it's okay. And so it's so interesting that the word unfold has come up a few times, because that has kind of been my word the last couple of weeks, is just being connected and let it naturally unfold in what it looks like, and trusting in the unknown. And that's where I'm at right now, is just really trusting and knowing that there is, like, I know there is something big for me in January. I do. And I trust that that gets to come in with the path that I'm taking. So if you are in that place of taking that, sacred pause was a drop in. I had never even put those two words together before, but it just fits because the sacredness of my pause is still learning about me and still loving myself and loving those in the pause and in the transition of whatever that is, changing life, losing a loved one, shifting gears in career. It's all a sacred transformation because in those things, we're peeling back those layers, coming back to the remembrance of who we are, and also shedding those things that don't resonate with us anymore, whether they're beliefs or concepts or people. It's something that's come up in Mrs. Potts the last couple of weeks, is there's so much death, but not just physical death, metaphysical death in beliefs, concepts, patterns, idealisms, and really coming back to that remembrance of who we are. So that's my transformation right now, is peeling back those layers. When I say that, I always see the onions. I don't, something about Shrek and the onion layers coming out, but really coming back to who we are in the moment and allowing that transformation to just naturally unfold, knowing when we get those heart pings, those sparks, those are the things that we're meant to lead towards, and trusting that. So thank you for allowing me just to lean into this and trust, because I don't remember the last time I was on with you ladies, but it just felt so in alignment to be here today and connect with you all. So thank you so much.
I honor you, my beautiful Robyn. Will you give us your golden nugget, please?
I knew you were going to ask. I've been forming that in the back of my head what it's been. You know what? There is wisdom in everything. Everything we go through, good, bad, or indifferent, there is something we get to learn.
Can I paparazzi you? Oh, Giovanna, I love my paparazzi. Dana, can you please give me your golden nugget?
I say my golden nugget so often it starts to feel cliche, but I don't want it to be. When you allow others to love you the way they know how, it is life-changing.
My grandchildren are still asleep, but if they were not, that you I just put out, times it by 1,000, then you could hear how happy and my voice went up because it is beautiful. My beautiful Giovanna, what's your golden nugget?
Talk about love. Love yourself enough to step into change. Love yourself enough to step into the change.
I love it.
Because you are a beautiful miracle.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Thank you.
Thank you. My beautiful girl.
If not now, when?
I love it. Here you go. And mine is, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. And I am living my why at the moment. So I am truly blessed. Here I go. My beautiful viewers, the time is up. We had an exquisite show. I knew something is going to be up. I knew. May I wish you all an immense day. And yes, as the lady said, change is inevitable. Change is happening. I wanted to give this big word in English, but I thought, no, it's going to sound like you're going to eat change. No. So I reversed back to plain, simple English. It's all up to you to decide what you are going to do with it. So I want to wish you all an amazing day. And please look after yourself. Bye, everyone.
Bye.